Nice. Angry Wargamer, thanks for joining us tonight. Just getting ready for the stream. Just gotta prep a few things before we start spraying. Brittany, thanks for joining us. Just getting a few things prepped before we go live. Do. Oop. Whoops. I guess that takes care of that. Just working on prepping a few things. Oop. All right. Dreddy's taking a great fall. Poor guy. He is coming along quite nicely, though, I am happy to say. Very good looking Redemptor Dread. You know, sooner or later he'll be ready to... I guess he's technically tabletop ready, but, you know, I want to, you know, give him the bells and whistles before, you know, before taking him tabletop. Maybe figure out what to do about this whole, falling apart thing. Stick a couple magnets there. When in doubt, fix it with magnets. So we got our Liquitex here ready to go. We'll start spraying in a sec. Oh yeah, we've also made good progress on the Vindicator. Was able to get some mud splatters the other day. That was a lot of fun. You know, he's definitely looking like a tank ready for the battlefield. And it should be a fun thing to... you know, get them on there and start blasting heretics and gene stealers and all the other fun beasts of chaos. So we'll put them off to the side. What we're going to get started with tonight is some zenithal highlighting on these two models that I primed the other day. I did, you know, I was experimenting around, and for this Reaver, the idea is that we'll take him from very dark transitioning to very light, so that's why we'll be zenithaling it with Liquitex ink. Oh yeah, what I primed him in was Mephiston Red, you know, just your traditional rattle can. There we go, let's give that a good rattle. And the Tamiya Pink primer, let's give that a good rattle. There we go, that's a good rattle. So, hopefully with some Liquitex, we'll turn that into a very soft transition. For this fella, what I did was the Vallejo Pure Red Spray Primer, and then covered it with Tamiya Hull Red Brown. It's a flat acrylic paint. I definitely like the Tamiya line. I mean, clearly, we have two models primed here with Tamiya. So the idea is that we'll get some very dark highlights in the recesses, and the browns will give us a muted color. This would be ideal for veterans. I like the idea of having a very bright pink for my stealth units, because to me, that's just hilarious. You know, you can see them coming because they're bright pink. Wow, I see we have 111 people in chat tonight. Appreciate having y'all here. Thanks for all the likes. Let's see how high we can get it tonight. Last time we got up to 10,000 likes. I'd love to see it get even higher. So let's turn on our airbrush at 39 PSI. Just make sure we're good to go. Yep, all set. Gonna take out our test rag because we'll be doing some spraying here in a sec. Let's see, Brett Corporation asks, do I know how to start in the 40K universe? I've always been interested, but don't know where to begin. So, in terms of lore, a nice place to start might be... let's see, a event that happened not too long ago called The Fall of Cadia, Cadia. Basically, it's this large all-out war between, to keep it really simple, good guys and bad guys. You can get into the semantics of whether the Imperium is good or not, but Chaos is definitely bad. And, the sacrifices the heroes make to defend the planet, as well as how Chaos responds. Anyone have any other good recommendations or suggestions where to get started in 40K? Fall of Cadia is a nice spot, but it is definitely a somewhat lore-heavy event. Wow, a lot of people joining us tonight. Be sure to drop a like. I appreciate it. Hey, thanks, William. We actually managed to get 10,000 just a couple nights ago. I'd love to see if we could get another 10,000. Yep, I love the nice thin ink. The way it sticks to the model and makes that nice light transition. The catch, though, is you don't want to pull the trigger back. You want to slowly squeeze it back. Because the ink can come out fast, and the idea with an airbrush is that we're going very slow, so that we can build each layer of the ink up. There we go. I can see it slowly piling up. There we go, just a little bit at a time. Few layers here, few layers there. What I'm doing here is called zenithal highlighting. Well, hey, drop a like if you like what you're seeing. Thanks, Just a Crab. Yeah, what I'm doing is called zenithal highlighting, where I'm taking this white ink from the point where my little lamp is shining on the light, and I'm trying to spray it very bright white in order to, so that when I hit it with the yellow paint pigments later, we'll get nice transitions from the very dark reds to the very bright whites. And that yellow in between will take all kinds of shades of dark orange and light orange and yellow and dark yellow in between. So I'm just going to give my finger a quick... I'm going to stretch my hand a little bit. I used to do, like a trigger airbrush. But I've had two of those, and they both broke around the trigger area, so I said I'll go for a more traditional spray-down airbrush, just so I could try it out. Wow, a lot of people joining us tonight. Sure appreciate you guys popping by. Feel free to drop a like. I like painting, I like what I'm doing, and I like helping people learn how to paint bright yellows and other fun colors. There we go. We can see the white is starting to build up on him pretty nice. Ooh, yeah, let's keep those likes coming. Thank you. Donnie, sure appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, let's keep building up these layers of white. I'm going to do it on this brown marine to the side, and then we can show you how to do the very fun layers of yellow. We got to build up our whites, our brights before, well, our white bright highlights before we can start doing the yellows. Woohoo! 400 likes already. Thanks, you guys. Yeah, keep it coming. Thank you. I appreciate it. And so does my little space marine here. He's of a knightly order called the Lamenters, called a space marine chapter. These Lamenters are actually notoriously unlucky, and their whole sad lore really appealed to me, so that's why I chose, this infamously unlucky chapter. OG Geldy, appreciate it. That's a lot of likes you're dropping. Thank you. So let's take a look at how this guy's doing. Remember how dark red and bright pink he was just a minute ago? Look at that transition. The idea with the zenithal highlight is to emphasize the lights and the shadows of the model. So I'm really happy with how this guy's looking. We can see here he's leaning away from the light. He's leaning into the light source here, so when we spray him with a yellow, we should get a nice transitional trend from the bright yellow up top to the darker orange shaded oranges at the bottom. So let's put him off to the side real quick as we start doing our other model. Similar idea, we primed him first with a red, then we hit him with a brown. The idea is that instead of using a red and a pink, the brown should work to make a more muted transition. My idea is that I want my veterans to be a darker shade of brown so that we can get an idea for flatter armor. And we can kind of see it where here in the lights, I sprayed it a little heavier, a little darker, and it's a little brighter off to the side. So I'm because the idea is this will be the primary light source. So I'm very excited to try it out. So let's go ahead and lock in at 45 degrees. We'll press down on our airbrush, and then we'll slowly pull it back. We want the ink to dry layer by layer. So we slowly pull it back. Oh yeah, we can see it hitting already. And then we'll go side to side. Side to side. Hey, let's keep those likes coming in. We managed to get 10,000 the other night. Oh, sweet. Appreciate it, you guys. Look how bright that white is already. I guess a nice thing about spraying it directly on a brown rather than a pink is that contrast becomes even more stark more quickly. So here we go, side to side. Side to side. Up and down, all around the plate. Wade and Renee, thanks for joining us. You're just in time. Yeah, we have a nice zenithal going on right now. Look at this bright white. Hi on Crypto, love your name. Oh, Wile E. Coyote! Like the Looney Tunes character. I love it. Okay, just gonna rest my hand real quick. Ouch. One thing I really liked about the trigger airbrushes, like this fella right here, this is the one that just broke. No, you could just pull the trigger, and it was an easier way to rest your hand. The catch, though, not only on this specific model, but the other one I worked with, was that they always broke here in the trigger area. So I said, hey, let's not worry about the trigger. Let's just, if that's the part that always breaks, I can see why this press down button would be the industry standard. There we go. Let's move our camera back a little bit so I can rest my wrist on it. There we go. Let's see if that makes it a little easier. Or we'll mount my elbow here. There we go. I like that. Wow, we got a lot of people in chat tonight. If y'all could drop a like, I'd sure appreciate it. Like and subscribe, as the kids on YouTube say. Oh, why isn't my ink coming out? Oh, now it is. Not sure what was going on there. There we go. Get some good distance on it. Yeah, a lot of people in chat right now. Appreciate it if you dropped a like. Oh, thank you. Let's keep them coming. Wow, lots of people in the chat tonight. Appreciate y'all stopping by. I love Warhammer, and I love painting with airbrushes. Ooh. If y'all could keep dropping those likes, I'd sure appreciate it. We managed to get to 10,000 the other night. Oh, yeah, keep them coming. Sure appreciate it. I love painting Warhammer and teaching people how to paint Warhammer, so, I sure enjoy going on lives with you guys. Oh, yes, look at this inky white coat. Yes, Ben. When you're curious about Warhammer, but your wallet can't afford it. They do call it a plastic addiction for a reason. But, yeah, there's plenty of other ways to get into the hobby. There's still the lore. There's still, engaging with painters. There's still, there's still other ways to get involved with the community. There's fan art. Plenty of ways to get in there on a budget. It's so much. What I like best about it is the community. You're making new friends, you're meeting new people, and we get to bond over generational trauma in a galaxy 40,000 years in the future. I almost said far, far away out of habit. I used to be a really big Star Wars fan. I'm afraid used to is the key phrase, though. Here we go. We're getting some good zenithal on this fella. Really like how it's coming out. There we go. Nice and smooth. Yeah, I think we have some nice directional lighting on this. Oh, I'm very happy with how this is coming up. Let's go ahead and do another coat on this fella. Just finish off that transition. We'll just go on the very bright extremities here. Do a very thin circle. We'll use what's the very left of our ink. We'll also tighten this funnel, make that lighting direction as narrow as possible. And we'll just do a very small circle. There we go. Just go in a very, very small circle. Around and around and around we go. Where we'll stop? Well, we know. Once we run out of ink. We're very close to running out. So we'll just keep going in this circle until it's all used up. Maybe. Oh, yeah, it's just about gone. There we go. Now we're out. Well, look at that. Look at that transition. We go from very bright white to not as dark red. So when we hit it with that yellow ink, it should look really, really nice. Oh, I'm so excited to try it out. Let's stick here in the middle. And let's stick his friend right next to him. What I'm going to do real quick is clean out the airbrush. Get all that white, what's left of the white ink out. And then we'll maybe give him just a few more minutes to dry. And then we should be good to go. So here we go. Let's load up the thinner. Do a little bit of backflow. Just clean out the guts. And then away we go. Just gotta force that all out. There we go. Nice. I guess while we wait, we'll put the compressor back on the charger. And we can do a little bit of work on perhaps this tank. What I have here is what I affectionately call the killdozer. This is a bulldozer tank. Hey Robert, thanks for the follow. This is a tank that's meant to get into close combat, make a mess, and clean it up with its little bulldozer blade there. I think this fella's just about done, but I do need to do some little things like light trimmings and little bit work on these, what are they called? Smokestacks. Just something to help it, detail out the miniature. So I think what I'll do is I'll do a very dark gunmetal gray on this front skull with wings. I'll put a little paint pot here to keep it up. Let me pull out my... This is a paint called Lead Belcher. It's a gunmetal gray. It's what I'll probably do for the smokestacks too. Oh, maybe this bombast here too. There we go. Let's load up our brush with a little water. Take some of the paint, thin it out. And then we will start lightly brushing it. There we go. Hit these details. Doesn't need to look perfect because we do want it to look a little battle scarred. If it looks perfect, then people are like, how's this tank seen action? That's why I put all this mud up front first. What I'm going to do is do a few of these details, accentuate them a little bit, hit it with a black oil wash, and then more mud. So I don't want it to look completely muddy, but I want it to look worn down. I think we're definitely getting there, though. Just a little bit by bit. Wow, we got a lot of people in the lobby right now. If you could drop a like, I'd sure appreciate it. Let's keep them coming. Let's keep them coming. Thank you. Let's do a very rough brush of this bombard here real quick. I'll probably do a lighter metal over it. That way we can get a two-tone look to it. But we can at least recess wash it with with this little bit. Here we go, getting the recesses. Just back and forth, back and forth. Just kind of smudge that around. The idea is that, this is not a clean-looking parade gun. This is something you'd expect to find on the front line. Wow, look at all those likes coming in. Keep them coming. Appreciate it. Yeah, keep liking. I appreciate it. Oh yeah, look at this bombard. Now that is some artillery work, all right. I think maybe I want the smokestacks to be a cleaner shade of metal. So instead of this lead belcher, let's go for... That's a nice sturdy metal. Maybe we'll start with this gray, make a gray base, and then we'll hit it with the... Oh, let's mix this up a little bit, actually, a little bit more. Start it with a gray, and then work up to metal. So let's move this to the side. Let's do a little bit of paint mixing real quick. Oh yeah, glued metal, exactly. That's the goal of starting it with this gray. I love what this vortex spinner does to the camera. Let's put that back to the side. And let's take our nice thin paint. Oh, Brian the Tailor says that he worked at Games Workshop in the 2000s. You worked all the big game days. That's so cool. What was your favorite part about working there, Brian? Oh, look at this gray. Very nice. You have tons of the vintage colors. Nice. Yeah, that classic ultramarine blue and those second edition reds, they look really nice. Do you use them on any of the models you still paint with today? Oh, you worked in shipping and got to see all the new stuff. Oh, that is so cool. I'm a little envious. Oh, you also use airbrush with them. Nice. Oh, that's so cool. I am going to have to follow you after this. That way I can see some of your work. I'm excited to check it out. Oh, you don't paint any longer. Gotcha. Well, that's still cool. I appreciate your insights. Ooh, a tailor. That's awesome. Well, hey, thanks for the follow, Brian. I appreciate it. Martin Dean, thanks for joining. Just relaxing and painting. I really like how these smokestacks are coming along. Oh, nice. That is looking so good. Let's get a couple of these metal trims real quick. Might put some bright whites in there to make it look like a little targeting apparatus. Nice. Looking good, looking good. Making progress. Once that dries, maybe I'll put granite steel over it to get that blue steel look. I think here in these vents, I'll make it a kind of a bright brown. What I did on my, one of my tanks I did recently, the Repulsor Executioner, was this brown red speed paint. See if I still got it nearby. If not, maybe I'll use Warrior Skin. That's a nice looking paint. Oh, maybe I'll use Wildwood. That's a nice looking paint. Still kind of brownish. So here we go. Let's turn that to the side real quick. Just take a couple small drops. And then we'll just slowly panel line that. Oh, yeah, that's looking real good. Oh, yeah, that's looking good. Nice panel lining. Let's see, let's also try to get a couple of these small hoses. What would be a good color for those hoses? I'm leaning towards Basilicanum Gray. Right here. Let's mix that up real quick. There we go. And then we'll slowly brush it from the side. Use the side of the brush. Gives us a little bit more control when we're doing the recesses of those hoses. Oh, that's looking good. Oh, I like that. I like that. Nice. There we go. We'll stick that here real quick. Maybe for this control box, we'll give it... Well, I don't want to leave it yellow. So what would be a good color? Oh! Dropped my airbrush cleaner. Oh, I finally found that brown. Maybe I'll do it in this little spot right here. Here we go. Let's readjust the camera so that we can get a better look down there. Might be able to just do one drop directly in there. And then spread it around. Let's see how that looks. There we go. There's... Oh, yeah. Well, that was perfect. Oh, nice. Well, nice. I'm very happy with how that came out. Let's move this over here. We'll be doing some more back paneling real quick. Let's see. I'm also going to run off to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. Gotta get my painting glove off. One sec. Awesome. Be right back. Much better. Also got a nice Coca-Cola. All right, well, this is coming out quite nicely. I think I will siphon out a little bit of this speed paint in here. Nice. That way we can see the vent a little cleaner. Oh yeah, that's looking real good. Let's, maybe we'll do the skull, that same titanium. Lead belcher. Where did I put that? Or maybe we'll paint it a different color. That'd be a nice one. Maybe Corax white, that might be a nice one. Let's go ahead and start mixing. Oop. Knocked over my guy. There we go. Nice coat of Corax white. We'll take just a itty bitty bit of water. Mix that up. And we'll then we'll apply it a little quick. It doesn't set too much. Looking good. We'll dab off a little bit of that excess. Give it a little depth to it. Obviously, we'll put some kind of wash over it. Looking good, looking good. Yeah, that's looking pretty nice. Let's see, for these radio antennas in the back, what would be a good color? Let's start with this warrior skin and see where it goes from there. Don't want a repetition of too many of the browns. Want each area to have their own little distinct look. Nice. Yeah, looking good so far. There we go. Oh, yeah, I should put some kind of metal over here. Maybe let's do that titanium again. Where'd I put that lead belcher? Oh, yeah, still need to do this skull some color. Nice, looking good there. Let's also do a second coat over that bombard. Just back and forth, back and forth. Nice. Looking good. Oh, I'm very excited. Coming together quite nicely. Sooner or later, I'm gonna hit it with this Tesseract Glow. Might as well start mixing it now, because it is a paint that, well, it's a paint that is hard to mix. I'll have myself a Coca-Cola while I'm mixing that up. There we go. Well, let's start mixing. There we go. Got most of that out. Another good reason to pick up a nice Vortex mixer. They're pretty cheap and they mix paints great. A lot of the Citadel acrylic pots are, well, they tend to, what's the word? Get really hard and dry. So mixing them regularly help keep some not do that. Let's see. Oh, I should probably get this vent too up front. Well, one sec. Here's my lead belcher. Screw it, I'll just do this skull as titanium. We'll have one metal skull and one white skull. That's... Oh, wait, there's one on the side. Maybe I'll just do those gold. There we go. Get some of these metal hinges real quick. Nice, looking good. Tell you what, that is a good looking shovel. I'll tell you what. Yeah, here we go. These side icons I'll paint gold. Retributor gold. Where is that at? Here we go. All right, well, let's shake this up a little bit. Here we go. Oh, I guess maybe I'll do, since I already put away the lead belcher, I'll make this skull Retributor gold. Let's just get that real quick. Nice. All right, let's get this Agula next. Looking good, looking good. Nice looking Agula, I'll tell you what. Pull that to the side. Get these two skulls. Maybe these joints too, actually. Nice little industrial gold. Nice. Hey, Oscar. Right now I'm cleaning up a Vindicator tank. Got some good mud work and metal trim on it. It's getting real close to be... Well, I guess it is technically... shoot, what's it called? Battle ready? But it's... yeah, battle ready. It's ready to be thrown on a table and used, you know, in like a friendly game or maybe some tournament games, but it's definitely something that I want to, you know, put a little more TLC into. There we go. Let's paint this warhead a fulgurite copper. I just gave it a nice wash. Can't wait to take it on the battlefield and blowing stuff up. Go boom, boom, boom all day long. Blow stuff up here, blow stuff up over there, and then over there a little further and a little bit further out. And then as it goes boom, we'll say bye-bye to the heretics and the Xenos. And then that is the precise moment where the poor Lamenters will come up against a Taunar, or one of their other big robots with the big guns. Hey, thanks, Oscar. I appreciate it. We're gonna get explosions. Lots of explosions. I'll give it another coat later. Just let that dry out. Dark Angel Kiao, thanks for coming on. Working on a Vindicator battle tank right now. Planning on blowing some stuff up. Should be a lot of fun. Hey, thanks for the likes. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm very close to having this guy done. I'm real excited to take him on the tabletop. Should be a lot of fun. Just throw him on the board and say blow stuff up to the left, blow stuff up to the right. Gonna blow things up all night. Let's take some Black Templar and paint these hinges real quick. Nice. Let's see, where am I from, if you don't mind me asking? Do I want to start publishing that information on the internet? You know what? I'm going to say not yet. You know, I'll probably get into all that later, eventually. But I'm not ready to get, you know, too personal on the internet yet. My mama taught me when I was young, I need to be careful talking to strangers. Well, that is a nice looking bomb munition thing. Let's see, let's start coating these smokestacks with a little bit of granite silver. Yeah, that's right, Mama said not to talk to strangers, and I listened to my mama. Oh yeah, these smokestacks are looking nice. Got some... they almost look like Detroit blue steel. Pro tip. Detroit blue steel is a great way to cook pizza. Ooh, planning on getting some Outriders and some Dreads. Yes, that'll go great for your Wave and Ring detachment for your Dark Angels. I love the stuff they're doing with the Ravenwing detachment in the Dark Angels Codex. Let's see. Oh yeah, I accidentally touched it while I was waiting for it to dry, so I'm going to try to clean it up a little bit. Oh yeah, Dark Angel flying bikes like Samael. Yes. I'm surprised they didn't give him a refresh. He's somebody I expected to... I expected, Belial and Asmodai to get refreshes soon. But yeah, he might soon. I could see that. Very happy that Belial and Asmodai got their refreshes, though. Well deserved. Well, Oscar, I will happily try to find my way to the Midwest someday one day, just to play ya. Here we go. I'll take a little sponge. I'll rip a piece of that sponge off. I'll dab it in this Rhinox. And then I will cover up my fingerprint. There we go. That's looking good. Oh, yes, especially with Ravenwing Outriders and the Knights. Oh, yeah, that's looking like a good cover-up. battle damage! Yes. And then I'm gonna edge highlight it with a little bit lead belcher, and that should complete the look. Got a little over here, gonna touch. Whoop. Yes. This tank has seen some action, all right. And then got just a little bit on this side. And then we should be good. There we go. Gotta hit it with the dozer blade, of course. Just lightly pepper that. Yeah, that's looking good. That's a good dirty dozer. There we go. We'll set it back down here to dry. Yes, that is a dirty bulldozer. All right. Well, I'm going to turn it around, get another look at that munition. It's looking about dry, so I'll give it another coat of fulgurite copper. Wherever I put that, here it is. Julian, thanks for joining us. Any other armies I play? I do have about 1,000 points of Dark Angels painted and about 1,000 points of Death Watch. But I really only play the Lamenters. But, you know, in a pinch, I could make a small Dark Angels force work. Or a small Death Watch force work. There we go. That's a nice bruised looking munition. Gotta paint that underside a little bit better. Nice. Oh, that is looking so good. I'm so happy. Yeah, this is looking real good. I'm excited. Nice. So we'll want to let that dry for a minute. Then maybe we'll start some of our shading work. Actually, yeah, we're real close to getting that shaded. So, yeah, let's take a break, let that dry while we go back to the Whoop. Move this guy. Ah. To the 2 minis we started out with tonight. Oh, Oscar, thanks for the likes. There we go. Let me get the mix and cut out real quick. With my new pipettes, I feel comfortable moving on to Imperial Fist. It's my favorite inkish yellow to airbrush. Well, in terms of looks. In terms of performance, just about anything other than Citadel contrast seems to work better. So let's start with this Reaver first. We'll put this guy off to the side. Let's put on our spray and brush. Let's see, where are my pipettes? Here we go. Let's do a 2-to-1 mix. So, let's see, for both of these, maybe we want to do 10 drops of paint, so we'll do 20 drops of primer. So here we go. Let's pull out our airbrush primer. Let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Let's grab that pipette. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wash out that pipette real quick. Let me tell you, I did not know how much I was missing by not having a pipette for accurate measuring. That thing has become a lifesaver. All right, let's put them to the side. Let's start mixing. Mike, thanks for joining us. We're just about to start spraying. You came just in time. All right, we'll put this Imperial Fist off to the side. Turn on our compressor. Let's go for 33 PSI. And then we'll pour in the paint. There we go. All right, let's do our bubble test. Got some good bubbles. Let's do our spray test. Yep, that's some good spray. All right, then here, let's lock in at 45 degrees. There we go. And here we go. Oh, let me move the vortex. I love that thing. I don't want to paint it. And we'll slowly pull that lever back. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's a good looking yellow, I'll tell you what. Oh dear, I keep getting in my own way. Oh dear. I'm hoping it's not clogging. That's one reason why I don't use Imperial Fist in the airbrush too much. It tends to clog. Okay, there we go, there we go. Yeah, maybe I didn't put in enough thinner. Oh, bother. Oh, that looks a little better. Got some nice looking color in there. Yeah, that is a nice looking yellow. Might have gotten a little too ambitious with the Imperial Fist, but it looks nice. Let's do the underside. Okay, build up a color. Not quite what I was hoping for. Not as subtle as a transition as I hoped, but definitely looks nice. Alright, well let's try the brown, well, the red and brown primer. Lock in at 45 degrees, and here we go. Oh yeah, look at that yellow. It's looking good. Keeping it nice and subtle, nice and slow. Making little circles. Oh, pot was leaking a little bit, just tightened it. Yeah, that's some nice transition right there. Let's take it a little darker though. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Keep building up our layers. Looking good, looking good. Yeah, that's some nice bright yellow, all right. Give that a second just to dry. Yeah, that's a banana yellow, all right. Probably look good with a sepia wash. Nice. Probably do an undershade with Crusader Skin by Army Painter. That probably look real nice. Yeah, that's looking good. Well, while that dries, let's go back and take another look at that. Yeah, it's looking a little more golden. I like that. Keep it a consistent golden yellow. Yeah, we got some dark browns and some bright yellows. Looks like a fella popping out of the shadows. I like it. From the shadows we join battle. And we'll use the very little bitty bit we got left to highlight this little fella right here. There we go. Keep that a golden tone. One day he's going to see tabletop. Can't wait for it. Alright, now that all the Imperial Fist is gone, let's put these guys side by side. I do think the brown primer came out looking a little better, but it does look a little flat because we did get some better transitions out of the Mephiston pink. But yeah, these are definitely some nice bright yellows. Look real nice. Real happy we tried this little experiment tonight. So let's go ahead and stick our airbrush cleaner in our airbrush pot. We'll clean out the inside real quick. Whoop. Here we go. Clean that up. Kalani, you came in just in time. We just finished our big experiment for the night, testing out the the two priming methods against Imperial Fist. It looks pretty good, but I think my go-to is still going to be Proacryl White with Maize Yellow by Army Painter with some undershading by the... what's it called? The Familiar Pink. However, Rollin looks pretty good with the Tamiya Flat Yellow and Crusader skin undershade, so, I'll definitely bounce between the two. And of course, we have Lieutenant Amulius here. He looks pretty nice with his warrior skin undershade and the... What is this? Proacryl Warm Yellow. Warm Yellow came out nice, but it definitely needed that shading. And the shading looks fairly consistent with the Maize Yellow. If not, but for the Familiar Pink undershade. So yeah. Comparing 4 different yellow recipes, and I'd love to hear what y'all think, which one y'all think looks the best. Put that back up there. And of course, let's not forget our perennial favorite, Tamiya Flat White. Or Tamiya Flat Yellow. I am quite fond of that one. Good deal. Let's pull this back up, take another look. Yeah, that Imperial Fist came out looking quite nice. Now that it's had a minute dry, I do think... hey, Big Nerd, thanks for popping in. Just finished off the big experiment for the night, and now we're comparing the 2 primer recipes against each other. I think this one here in my right hand looks better than the one in my left hand. I think the actual golden yellow looks better on the left, but I think the transitional shading throughout both models comes out looking better on the one in my right hand. But yeah, I'm very happy with how it came out in the end. think we get a little more detailing loose in the left hand, the reaver. You know, which is, I guess, what we want, because what I was hoping for with this transitional shading was making it look like it's popping out of the shadows. And it does look like it's doing that. So there we go. A win is a win. Well, nice. Let's see. We also spent some time working on this Vindicator. Gave it some mud and battle damage. It's looking pretty good. Like how that's coming out. Let me move this around. Oh, no, I'm doing Lamenters. But I did use Imperial Fist Yellow Contrast Paint for it. I usually don't work with it in an airbrush. Tonight was a good reminder why, because it clogs up real easily inside of an airbrush, even with a fairly generous 2-to-1 thinner. Oh, hey! Thanks so much for the little dino! And the lightning bolts. I love them! Thank ya! But yes, I do think that my preferred yellow for vehicles is still the Tamiya Flat Yellow. And I think my favorite model... Oh, you know what? I don't know what I like more on model still. Tamiya Flat Yellow or Pro-Acryl Warm Yellow with the Crusader undershading. But I will say, if I have to take units to tabletop the quickest, it's still going to be white primer, familiar pink undershading, and maize yellow. Yeah, is there a difference between Flow Improver and airbrush thinner? Or I guess there must be, now that I say it out loud, because they do sell them as two different items. Yeah, I guess they gotta be different if they sell them as two different items. Oh yeah, I also did some, a little bit of edge highlighting on this Mantis Warrior. Yes, Improve does help it not stick to the airbrush. Well, good. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Thinner thins, Flow Improver, improves flows. I was getting real excited to show off this edge highlighting on this Mantis Warrior, but my lighting is too bright. Well, hey, no worries. Yeah, you've convinced me, though. I'll invest in some Flow Improver. Let's see, where did I put... Oh, yeah. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take some lead belcher. I'm going to do some of these areas where I hit it with brown. Make that battle damage run a little deeper. Hey, thank you. Appreciate it. So I got a silly story. I put this mud to cover up my little thumbprint on the model. I was trying to show it off to my wife, and I touched it while it was still drying. So, hidden underneath this mud is my thumbprint. Sask Rescue, thanks for popping in. Oh, shoot. Where did I put my... What's it called? Tweezers. I was using them just a second ago. Oh, thank you. Yeah, the secret is to take a little sponge and Rhinox hide. No, that's Guilliman flesh. Oscar and Dark Angel Kial, thanks for coming back in. I was just telling Big Nerd how I got some of this mud done. What I did was I took a little piece of a sponge and rhinox hide and these tweezers that I can't find anymore. And I just squozed, just dipped the sponge into the rhinox hide and just peppered it all around. I'll happily show you if I can find my tweezers again. Where did I put those? Maybe I'll try... Maybe this will get the same... Maybe this will get the job done. Well, life's worth experimenting a little bit. Oh yeah, medical tongs that lock. Yeah, I've seen those. Those look good. Well, I'll just try it with my sprue cutter for now. We'll see how it goes. There we go. The idea is that I want it muddy in the middle. No. Mud on the outside, and then we'll loosely spark. Yeah, I forget what they're called too. The idea is that it ground down to... Oh. Well, that does not look muddy. So here we go. Let's do some... Okay, there we go. Well, it looks good here on the side of the blade. You know, just doing making it look like it scraped things. Let me get a little more lead belcher. Beth Owens, thanks for popping in. Yep, should have used the tweezers. Should have found some tweezers. Well, there we go. Now we know. Don't use sprue cutters. There we go. We got to experiment. Take risks. There we go. Just pepper that. Take some of that excess. Once this dries a little bit, I'll hit it with some more rhinox hide. But yeah, that looks pretty nice overall. So maybe I should find those sprue cutters. By sprue cutters, I mean tweezers. Oh, good gravy. Now that I'm done, I'm sure is when they're gonna show up again. That's how it always goes, isn't it? You find the thing you're looking for right when you don't need it anymore? Yeah! I swear, they're gonna show up the second I stop looking for them. Well, still can't find them. Oh well. I guess I'll probably just try to carefully use my hand to do that rhinox hide again. Cover up that too much metal I did over here. Yes, Skaven and Gene Stealers both took them. This is Skaven. I did seriously consider starting a Skaven army when they announced that they were bringing back the old world. But it looks like they're just keeping support limited to the two factions they just launched. Tomb Kings and the The French. Bretonians, thank you. So, they added support for, if you had some of those older models, but yeah, I don't know if I want to invest in Old World if I can't get new Skaven. Oh, hang on. Dark Angel Kial says there's actually a Skaven sprue that was leaked. Well, hey. Well, that sounds real good to me. Oh, yeah. Sometime in the summer. All right. Well, sounds good to me. Ashton, thanks for joining the stream. All right. I think this Vindicator is about done. The last two things I'll do is do some directional shading first with Crusader skin. Then I'll cover everything with this new flesh wash I got from Pro Acryl. Where'd I put it? No, that's burnt sienna. Oh, shoot. Well, here's the black wash I got the other day from Pro Acryl, which is really nice. Not quite Nuln Oil. I do think Nuln Oil does a better job, but, just using that wash straight out of the pot on an airbrush will speed things up a lot. Where'd I put that? Oh, here it is. Flesh wash. So I'll cover the whole model in this after I do this directional shading. And then I'm going to use the airbrush for adding headlights. Bright headlights. Kind of like how I did with this Gladiator. I'll first do a coat of white ink, then do the fluorescent paints over it. Came out real nice. I was real happy with how that came out. Ooh. Someday I need to make a video going over my whole motor pool. Let's see, where's that Crusader skin? No, that's sepia. That's matte black. Maggie K101, thanks for popping in. We're just looking through my messy desk. Trying to find a cute paint I had just a second ago. Well, the script keeper can keep the tank safe while I look for it. Oh! Psh, just found it. See, it's always when you start to give up that it shows up. So, let's take a look one more time. Make sure there's no loose details missing. Alright, I think we're ready to give it some directional shading. While we're at it, I'll also try undershading these two models. Actually, maybe that's what I'll do first. Get them out of the way. Alright. Let's put our pot back on. Let's see, we'll just mix a little bit in. We'll do... Let's see. What would be good? Maybe 2 drops of thinner, 1 drop of speed paint medium. Let's see, here we go. So let's do 2 drops of speed paint medium, actually. Maybe 4 drops of thinner, And then 8 drops of Crusader skin. That seems like a good ratio. So here we go. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 10 drops of Crusader skin. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. Let's mix that up real quick. A good thorough mix. Looking good, looking good. Oop, forgot to turn on the compressor. Let's stick that at 33 psi. Load up the paint. All right, let's do a quick test spray. It's a little too watery. Maybe I shouldn't have added that speed paint medium. Well, shoot. And I lost the Crusader medium again. Crusader skin. Darn it. Well, hey, we're almost at 3,000 likes. Sure appreciate you guys getting us there tonight. Let's see, where is that Crusader skin? Well, I just did 3 drops of Warrior skin. Maybe that shouldn't overtake it. Let's mix it a little bit. Mix, mix, mix. All right, now let's give it a shot. Oh, much better, much better. We'll still go low and slow. So let's do a directional undershade here first. Nice. Oh, I love what oil washes can, well, washes in general, but especially oil can do to a model. Just really tones that yellow. Yeah, oh, 3,100. Sure appreciate you guys. Couldn't have made it here tonight without ya. Yeah, looking good, looking good. Oh, kerplump. All right, well, I'll stick them back over here. Let's tighten our nozzle and then start undershading this fella here. Looking good, looking good. Yep, bring out those natural shadows. Ooh, let's see if we can get his cloth a little more brown. Nope, too wet. Well, there we go. Alright. Stick this fella back on here, because we'll be doing some... Oh! Gotta reactivate the paint... The... What's it called in a moment. Alright. Well, let's do these front edges first. Oh, yep. There we go. Perfect. That looks nice and shaded. Now let's do the front of the blades. Reposition this. Oh yeah, I can't see what I'm doing too good. There we go. That's a nice shaded front. Let's get these side edges real quick. Wash it a little bit so it looks grimy. Then we'll move on to this other side and use the last of it here. Nice and grime, nice and grime. That's some good grime, I'll tell you what. Yep. That's a dirty bulldozer tank. There we go. Just blast out the rest. Perfect. Let's clean out the last of this paint real quick. Where is my... What's it? Here we go. And we'll just blast it out. Looking good, nice and clean. And then in a couple minutes, we'll hit it all with that flush wash. Alrighty, yep. I like how this tank's looking. I like how this tank's looking. Ready to blast some heretics. Let's see, I really like how the undershade came out on this stern guard. Got some nice transitional browns. And this... Yeah, this dark yellow looks real nice on the Reaver. Looks like it's popping out of the shadows, which was the goal. Nice. Well, so we can spray it with the flesh wash. I'll go ahead and reactivate this putty so that I can stick it back on this makeshift painting handle. So we'll pull this back as I'll get this putty working again. I like the putty, but man, it is a pain to work with sometimes. 3,500 likes. Thank y'all so much. Appreciate it. Nice. I'll just keep working this putty a little bit, and then we'll be good to go. Randy, thanks for joining us. Ooh, we got some good painting going on right now. Nice. Well, while we wait for that to dry, let's work on... Ooh, I know what to do. So this gunner is who's going to be manning the tank. I gotta paint his shoulder pauldrons real quick. So that's what we'll do. Gonna pull out my Black Templar. Gonna grab my very thin brush. And then we'll get to work. I'll tell you what, checkerboards are not fun, but they are a labor of love. We do it because we love it. Ooh. Need a little more black paint. Here we go. Checkerboard, layer 1. Gonna go across the whole pauldron. Gonna do row 2. There we go. Well, looks like one of the biggest mistakes I made was back here, so this is going to be a black line. So I can cover it up. That's the secret to painting good checkerboards. Cover up the parts you don't like. There we go. Looking good, looking good. Ooh, probably put a little too much on that brush. Might cause me some grief. Sure did. Let's try to wick it off there. And on this panel we did earlier. And we'll scoop up a little excess more and go to this last row. Very nice. Make a little triangle up here. And a triangle over here. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a free-handed checkerboard. Very happy with how it came out. Gonna set them up like this, just let them dry real quick. Oh yeah, I should do his little gun too. I was going to paint it white, but too much of the yellow Tamiya ended up on it. So I don't know if I'll go through with it as a white gun. Might do red. Not sure yet. I'm actually not going to have much red anywhere else other than the decals, so maybe that's a good idea. Make it a red gun. Maybe. What do y'all think? Red gun or white gun? Alright, well I think I'm gonna go with... Oh, hang on. This little Mechanicum thing on the side. Yeah, I need to find my red for that Mechanicum red. Where is that? Well, there's Martian Iron Earth. I guess that could work. Maybe it's... Nope, not in this box. Oh, here it is. It's Tuskord fur. There we go. So I'll take a little of that. Oh, hey, we're almost at 4,000 likes. Thank you all so much, guys. Yeah, that's looking good. That's a nice looking Martian pauldron. The Cult Mechanicum would be pleased. Alright, we'll let that dry. Yeah, that's looking good. That's looking good. We'll put him off to the side. And then we'll start doing our flesh shade. Let's pull out that airbrush again. Set it at 35 psi. Test spray. There we go. I think we can get away with only like 6 drops of flesh shade. Let's do 7. 7's a lucky number. Pull it back. Let's do this fella first, because he's supposed to be a dark, shadowy guy. Oh, wait. Test spray. Always got to do a test spray, ladies and gentlemen. Success. And away we go. Yep, looking good. Don't want it to pool, just want it to shade. Here we go. What a lovely shade. Oh, isn't that lovely? Oh, I am so happy. We also know that 6 drops is not enough. But yeah, that is a nice golden yellow. We got some nice transitions. I would say this Mephiston and Pink Primer experiment was a success. Stick that there. Let's pull out this fella. Let's see, let's do 7 drops of primer for him. Alright. And away we go. Oh, looking good, looking good. Looking like a grim veteran here. Whether he's leading the line or holding the line, this veteran can get the job done. Oh, he looks so good. I'm very happy. There we go. Check it. Yeah, we got some nice directional shading on him. I'm very happy. Nice golden yellow. Very happy. Well, we definitely need maybe 10 drops of flesh shade to get this guy done. Awesome possum. We'll start at the very top, 45-degree angle. We'll go front to back. That's what we'll do. And here, let's widen our spray a little bit. Let's start wide and narrow in. And away we go. Hey, no worries, Cal. How's your Fortnite game going? I heard there was a big event today or yesterday. Something about a magma hand? Titan hand? 15 kills? That is awesome. Yes, I think we got the shading we're looking for. Very dark, very grimy, very yellow. Oh, you had 22 kills the last game. That's awesome. Well, sweet. And we're also at 4,100 likes. Thank y'all so much. Oh, this guy is... I'd say the tank is pretty well ready for the battlefield. I'll just stick some couple of transfers on it, and then we'll be ready to blast some heretics. Or heretics, as the case might be. Well, I'll tell you what, this is a good-looking tank. Well, I sure appreciate you guys sticking through with me tonight as we finish it up. You guys are amazing. Appreciate y'all so much. I hope you all have a fantastic Friday tomorrow and that you enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'll probably do a Saturday stream. And I may actually finish this tank between now and then. We'll see. Well, hey, thank you all again so much. Hope you all have a great evening. See ya.